Well, I am live tonight, right now. A little bit late, but practically on time. At least I'm on today. Wednesday, I wasn't on at all, and I got a bug, some kind of bug or something. I don't know what it was, and I couldn't function at all. The only thing I could do was just sit in my chair, except for when I had to go to the bathroom. That's a whole nother show. But anyway, um, I got through it. I'm just a little sore from the violent actions of my stomach. And but anyway, that's a whole nother thing. Esther, I got your cards. I'm not gonna use them tonight, but just wanted to show you. I got some cards that Esther sent. Angel Oracle cards. We won't use them tonight. Maybe tomorrow night, though. So keep that in mind. All right. So, waiting on people to get here, and we'll get into it. We gotta wait for Anthony to get here. Ah, there's Anthony. Hey, Anthony,
Hey,
how you doing?
good. How you doing?
All right, doing better than yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out yesterday for a whole day. I was off the internet. I couldn't even wake up to use it. One of
One of
those
those
things.
days, huh?
Yeah. Well, I didn't know I had so many people worried about me. I had like 15 missed calls. I had everyone trying to get my attention. But I thank everyone that was helping with that.
That's good.
Esther is not able to make it tonight. She is taking some time off, unless she happens to pop in here and say hi. But
Okay.
I had asked Carol Carl. You might know who she is. She had a show on KGRA DB, and
Name sounds familiar.
yeah, and she does interviews with ghost stories and things like that. And so, all right, so people know you. Coming in to say hi to you. That's good. All right, so I did
I
get your
want to hear.
pictures and videos, but I wanted to hear a little bit more. First of all, while we wait on Carol, I don't know if Carol is even on yet, but she'll get here when she gets here, if she does. Um, what are you about?
What am I about?
Yeah, I know that's a strange
Well,
question. That's how it came out.
what about? Well, with the paranormal,
uh,
um, I just, it's years of being so interested in it and trying to get answers and everything like that. You know, um, I've been working with a lot of different good people. I'm getting a feedback on my mic. Sorry, I'm
okay.
hearing myself.
Oh, you can. Yeah, that's on your end then.
Okay,
If you
yeah,
have
that's better.
Facebook open and turn off the Facebook feed.
Yeah, I
Um.
have nothing else open on this. I
Okay.
don't think I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Good deal.
yeah,
Hopefully it got
yeah.
fixed.
Well, yeah,
Check.
I just hear myself when I talk. But okay. Well, what I'm about is like I said, with the paranormal. I've been doing this for a long time. I started, well, seeing when I was about 3 years old. I started seeing shadows walking around my house and stuff. And I thought it was like my mother or somebody. And I'll go running in a room and nobody be there. And as I got older, I started seeing some stuff. I'm kind of a sensitive,
Yeah.
and I seen my grandfather, my father's father. I went to the bathroom. I was about 10 years old, and I was at the sink washing, and I seen a man standing behind me,
Oh wow.
an older man, and I really never met my grandfather. My he he was in a nursing home, and he didn't want nobody bother. He didn't, he just didn't want nobody to know he was there. As I grew up, I was about 10 years old, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I see somebody standing there, and of course, 10 years old, you get scared. I go running in, and I go to my mother. I'm like, Ma, I just seen a man standing behind me in the bathroom, and as I seen that, as I said that, I looked to my right, and there's a table. We had our dining room table,
Yeah.
and my father was there, and he was crying, and I'm like telling him, Ma, I don't know what's going on. It's like, well, why is Daddy crying? He goes, he just got a call that his father just passed away, and I was like, Ma, I seen somebody in the mirror, and she's like, it must have been your grandfather coming to say goodbye.
Mm.
So that was one of my experiences when I was young.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I know a few people that are into both the ufology and the paranormal stuff, and they see some weird stuff. But producer Bill on KGRA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he when I was there actually this last time, or maybe it was time before, I can't remember. All the years kind of run together as you get older, and
Yeah.
I was there, and Bill said, "There's somebody in this mirror, right here," and he showed us, and there was something there, but I couldn't explain it. you know, and it's like you don't want to
Bill's a good
argue.
man.
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
argue, and you don't want to debate whether it's real or not. But when you see something like that, it's like this makes no sense, but there is something there.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. We got Bill to go on his first investigation with us.
Oh
Went to
yeah.
Chrysler Mansion.
How did that go? Did he scream? Did he scream at all?
No, he didn't scream. He got nervous because a couple of things came out on the radio. Ron and Lourdes was there with their radio.
Yeah.
And also that time, Tony Raffman, and Sherry were also there.
Yeah.
And the stuff that was coming out on the radio, he got a little nervous.
Yep. Great people.
But good people, Bill, what they.
Yep. Yeah, yesterday when I was missing, Bill was one of the ones that got through to wake me up and then check on me. And I had my friend Venus in Georgia that was calling me too. And she was the first one I answered the phone. And I couldn't really tell who it was, but I couldn't read, I just wiped out. I was just out, no energy, nothing. I couldn't even turn on the computer, like I said.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I feel better. I didn't do my morning show, which is unheard of. That doesn't happen. So, and but yeah, I did it this morning, and I was fine. Otherwise, I don't know if that could be from. I don't know why I was sick though. But I was a lot more red yesterday in my face. I looked a lot more red, which now doesn't look that bad. So, hey, Andy is here. Andy from the UK.
Hey, Andy.
Throw a spider at him, he says. and Andy's my friend. Imagine if he was my enemy. We'd be in trouble.
Yeah, sometimes you got to watch out more about your friends than your enemies.
That's right. Andy would throw a black widow or something at me, or whatever the most dangerous poisonous spider is. But now let me see. How do I get the evidence up here? I got it downloaded and I got it ready to go. Let's start with I did watch all the video ones, and that piano one. Now, what was interesting, if you go back and look at that, you can look at
that was pretty good.
Yeah, and you can look at that EVP monitor, right? The one with the light on top of the piano. On that one.
What I was taking care. What I would. what I actually videotaped that with was my cell phone. It was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and all my batteries are drained on my cameras and everything because of the activity. We had a lot of activity.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not going to go to bed yet. I'm still going to investigate. I mean, I'll pick up my phone and start.
Yeah.
So I started videotaping on my phone because it was a really bad night up there too.
Oh yeah.
It was rain, it was thunderstorms, really heavy winds. So I'm sitting in there. I was in there with Ron and Lourdes, you know, Ron Iacovetti and Lourdes Gonzalez.
I got a second book.
And my brother Gerard. And I'm sitting there with my video camera, not the video. I'm sorry, my camera. I'm hearing feedback, so I'm getting a little confused.
Cell phone. Yeah.
My cell phone. I'm sitting there with my cell phone, videotape, and Ron's asking questions. He has one of those apps on his phone playing, and he's asking questions. And all of a sudden, I hear it, the piano, 2 notes from a piano. So that's when I call out and say, because Lourdes was standing by the piano, but the piano key cover was locked.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked her, "Do you touch the piano?" She goes, "No." So when I went played back, I heard the 2 keys.
Yeah. Now
that I actually I collected it. So
let me see if I can get that going. I think I have to do the share window, or share screen rather. And I'm still learning about this trick, so forgive me.
I'm sorry that I got my evidence to you so late.
Oh, that's okay.
I've been trying all day.
But you got it. We got it figured out. And your feedback, if you go to your control panel, then you go to the sound tab in the control panel. Then you go to your...
I'm on my cell phone.
Oh, okay, you're on a cell phone. I don't know about that one. So that's a whole different animal there. All right. So now I'm going to hide that. And then how do I get that to go over there now? Okay, now, I think I have to go here. Download. This is where you don't want to have some strange downloads because then everybody can see what you have. All right.
I know.
All right.
You might some pictures on there you want nobody to see.
Right. Not that I have that trouble, but you know what I mean. Now I'm going to see if this one is it. I just labeled them your evidence. I didn't label them. I should have labeled them something else. So that's JPEG anyway. Let's go. This one. Is that it? Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, this is Allegheny.
I heard that cough.
You could hear the cough.
Yeah, let's replay that. And then what I want you to do is watch the light and then look before the cough happens. In other words, you heard something else before the cough. All right?
Yeah.
Watch this now. See that?
Yeah.
They started turning before the cough. Now let me see. Is that large enough for you? Can you see it?
Oh, that's another one.
I heard that scream.
Yeah.
Let's play
that was scream at Allegheny also.
What was that scream?
I heard it too.
Now, here's a question for in that situation, where is your feeling at? Are you like get out of here, or are you so used to it where it doesn't bother you?
Well, it doesn't bother me. I'm more concerned. It's funny because when you hear a scream like that,
yeah,
you feel sorry for whoever is screaming.
Right.
You know, and nobody's there. You know. I was on that investigation with Chris Allgood and Audrey Keebler.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Okay. Now let me see. Now I want to get that larger. There we go. Ooh, look at that tunnel.
Oh, look at
Now you talk about having an effect there. Like, remember when you were in the barbershop?
Look at the colors.
Yeah. Remember in the barbershop when you'd sit there and they'd have the mirrors on both sides of the barbershop? And you sit there.
Yes.
Then you can actually see what he's doing in the back. I don't think they do that anymore. But
no, they have that mirror behind
you. You can see the endless. You can see the endless, like we got here. But let me see here. Okay, now, how do I get out of here to get to that now? Okay. Oh, wait. Windows. There we go.
There we go. More.
Yeah. We'll get it. I promise you, we will get it. Why isn't it giving me the documents or downloads? Can anybody help me? Because this is what I want for the full screen. Oh, here we go. That's going away. That is weird. Well, this ain't going to work this way. Okay, well, we can forget that one. Exit full screen. I tried. Again, I'm still learning this. Hey, Oopie, how you doing? All right, let's find that piano one, because that is interesting. And now, I think that's the next one here. Maybe.
Out?
No.
Transality again.
Was that you?
That's Audrey Keebler.
Yeah.
Out?
I didn't hear that.
Was that you?
Out.
Out?
Was that you?
Now, how many people are there together?
Yeah, there's four of us there.
Okay.
In the back, all the way in the back, Chris. He's running around back there. He's seeing something back there. You see Roger and one of our friends on the other side.
Yeah.
And Audrey, we're in. I made this clip very small because I could mail it out, you know.
Yeah.
But she's asking, I'm lost. How do you show me a way out? And we got on the EVP.
No out.
No out.
Oh.
But we heard that without ears.
That meant that you were stuck there. Now,
Yeah,
what do you mean that? What do you mean when you hear it with your ears? What is that phrase, or what is that called?
It's considered a disembodied voice.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
When you hear it with the equipment, what is that called?
EVP.
Okay. All right. So the disembodied voice can be kind of that has to be local, I would guess, right?
Yeah. They have some. If you can hear them, something they got some sort of energy that they could project their voice, or or they can move something like that. But yeah.
Oh, I can just share it. I can just show the videos on. I don't know how to do that, Bobby. Bobby said I can just show the videos. I don't have to screen share because I'm getting it directly from my system. I see what you're saying. All right, but we got this going anyway. This is good. Okay, so now let me do one more. We're gonna go back to that. Oh wait, where were we at? We lost it now. I had it. Dang it. Okay, now we gotta go. Okay, MP4. I gotta go up. No, I already went up. I had it all.
I wish I could be helping you right now.
3. For some reason, I'm missing the one with the piano, and I had it. That is weird. That is weird. I had it. All right, well, let me go get it then. I know where it's at. Hold on. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead and keep talking. Share what you want to share. It's your show.
I got a chance to investigate with all the people from the ND Voices team. I got Chris and Audrey down in West Virginia. and Tony, Sherry, over here in Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm always with Ronald Orders.
All right.
So I got a chance to be with all of them.
They're fairly close to you. And I need to get my email open and try to get that way. But yeah, sorry about this. I was prepared, really. I was. I had everything set up. I don't know why I don't see the
some of the evidence I gave there is just some recent stuff. I went to Trans-Allegheny recently. I went there in March. That's in West Virginia. And that was one of the most active places I've ever been to.
And guess why I didn't have it? I didn't download it.
well, the piano is a kind of like a private location.
Yeah.
There's a castle out on Long Island, Farmingdale.
Oh yeah.
And they have weddings there and stuff like that. And they got also a Charlie Chaplin room.
Okay.
Charlie Chaplin hang out there with them.
Oh yeah.
So it has a lot of activity there too. But I caught that piano, which is one of the best evidence I've got on that location. You know. I did send some pictures and stuff too.
Yep, I got those. I wanted to get this piano one though. It was pretty darn cool.
Get the piano.
Yeah. So I got it now. Yeah. Holy cow. Okay, ready? Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Now where are we at now? We gotta close that one. Okay, now we're back there. Now we got that one.
Does this bad weather help you communicate? Does it charge the energy in the air? Does it help?
Hey, did you just touch the piano?
I said,
Did you touch the piano?
I did not touch the piano.
I sound like two notes on the piano.
Now, did you see that red right there?
That red thing that blow?
Yeah.
That's glowing there?
Yeah.
That's actually a speaker that has lights on it.
Okay. All right.
So,
well, let's play that again.
Does this bad weather help you communicate? Does it charge the energy in the air? Does it help?
Hey, did you just touch the piano?
I said,
Did you touch the piano?
I did not touch the piano.
I sound like two notes on the piano.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, we thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your feeling when you well, yeah, I already asked that I think before, right? What you feel?
Yeah. Well, when I get something like this, and I hear it, we get more thrilled. It's not like a fear. It's like you want to run and say, "Wow, I want more of this. I want more." You know, it's like an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, and then you get more into it, more than you have been.
Yeah. Well, we stayed up a couple more hours after that.
Now you were part of that. You were part of that 4-mansion tour, right?
Yeah, I was on 3 of the mansions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chrysler Mansion, Selma Mansion, and White Hill.
All right, good deal.
Yeah.
All right, so now let's see. I'm going to learn how to do this the right way. Bobby said I can. I don't have to share my screen. But we're not going to do that tonight. We are going to learn it, though, I promise you. When I have you on next time, let's go. Yeah, I got it. Now look at this one. Now, this is weird. Okay, now, how do I make that bigger? Can I make this bigger? I can make it full screen like that. There you go.
Yeah. Well, we're in Gettysburg. It's like 2008. and we're walking on this tour. Where they have those haunted tours. They bring people around and they try scare them, whatever. Well, I was taking pictures, and I took this picture. And later on, I seen the lines in it. I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool, because they said there was light element. Now means my tongue's tied. In that area. So it's pretty cool. So I showed the picture around, and it was a year later. I was showing one of my friends, and he goes, there's two people on the floor there. And I'm like, oh, wow. So that's why I put a little circle there. It looked like a person holding somebody else.
You can almost see three. Look at the two that you can see plainly. Look to the left. Look to the left. Right on top of the other one. I don't know if that would be a grave that's there, or what is there.
Well, that area behind Gettysburg College.
Yeah.
College. And that area they found years, like 25 years after the Civil War. Like 17 Confederate soldiers. They were buried like an L shape.
Oh, okay.
So it was right after the after the war. They found these graves, and they were saying there's a lot of light anomalies.
That's what that lion is. That's what that lion is doing.
Lights going around there. People catch on cameras and stuff. Or they see him.
An orb. Might be an orb, correct? I know people don't believe in orbs, or it's dust. I know it's dust. I got it. I'm kidding. Mm-hmm. Nobody get mad at me, please. I'm just kidding. Some people just got to know when you're joking, But, I would think that could be possible in an orb, because when you look at the end of it, up on top, there's a ball of light at the end. If you see that closely.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's why I say
but that light, no insect or moves like that.
Right. And no drone can have that ability to move around a tree like that and back up there,
Yeah. So I thought that was the cool part about until somebody pointed out. Look at the floor. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I got two things on that one shot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a double dose there. Good deal. Now that one there. That's a person.
You see the guy in the window there?
Yeah.
Well, that is it's what's called it's a theater out in Scranton, New York.
Oh,
and it's an old theater. And that is an actual projector that played the movies.
Oh, you're kidding.
So where that person looking in is, there's a 25-foot drop. Nobody's standing there.
Right.
Okay. Also, I was one of the only people there with the caretaker that was showing me around the place. So that nobody else was there.
He was beside you.
Yeah. And that's outside where the drop is.
That's interesting. Very.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Now, do you think that we miss things like that when we don't pay attention to it? Like we might see something like that and we just discount it, like right away we say, no, we didn't just see.
You're breaking up.
Yeah,
sorry.
Voice issue. Yeah, we say, no, I didn't just see that. That wasn't real. You think that's part of our problem?
Mm-hmm.
We have the skeptic of us kind of like gets the best of us,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was seen after I took the photo. I didn't see it with my eyes. So I thought that was pretty cool to share.
Yeah, cool. All right, thank you for that one. For all of them, actually. I didn't know.
You can see the head and the arms. That's a Helderman mansion. We were. I was there with a sick. I was with a. I'm sorry. I still hear myself. I was there with a psychic, and we went down the basement. As I went down the basement, I actually seen a little girl, and she ran towards the back room. And he felt something. So we went after to see who was there, if there was somebody there, or if it was a spirit. And we went back and forth. And I was taking pictures at the end. And I caught this like somebody peeking out from a corner.
Yeah.
Of a doorway.
I see that now. Yeah.
So you can see like the hair, the face, and you can see the arm coming down.
Looks like he's almost wearing a vest.
Yeah. We weren't sure if it was a girl or a young boy or whatever.
Well,
that night we had a lot of experience in this location. It was some location. Helderman Mansion in Pennsylvania.
They would be about 6.5 feet tall.
It's well. This was kind of small. It looks taller because the way the picture's taken, but it's about the size of a child.
All right. Okay. Good deal. And then let's see here. All right.
Oh, this is Shanley Hotel.
No, is there two?
This is the side of the hotel.
There are two ghosts there. One on the right. One on.
Up on the top there.
Yeah.
That room. That's the third floor. And that's known to have two children, a boy and a girl, that run around there. Jonathan and I think and I'm not sure.
Oh, wow.
And as we got to the location, we started taking pictures. And when we got back home, I was just doing reviews on this. And I seen this. I'm like, that looks like two kids looking out the window. The night before, when we were still at the Shanley, we actually heard a boy and a girl like giggling. So we went down the hall into that room where we thought we heard the giggling. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
That we got the picture before, and then we heard the giggling of the children later on.
To validate the picture. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's an awesome location. I got something on. I think I have a video later on of the Shanley.
You can share it.
This is the Helderman Mansion also.
Yeah. And that's a guy sitting there, right?
Yeah, somebody's peeking out. Yeah. That's a closet. All night long I had my DVR system. With the close captured cameras. And I had one located on that closet. Because we kept on hearing movement in that closet all night long. So we left it there, and I let the thing play for 24 hours. We actually went to sleep and everything. And then on review, I caught this, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which I send that to the people of the Helderman Mansion, and they have a wall, and they have a picture up on the wall.
And can they verify who it might be?
No, there's so many people that live there, and there's a bunch of spirits of children. It could be anybody. The area that this is, it was a children's room.
Oh, okay.
And there was always nannies. And there's back staircases that like between walls that went downstairs to the kitchen area or the dining room area.
Yep.
Children were not allowed to be on the main stairs. on this location. So,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
so they were brought up. That could be a nanny. That could be one of the children.
Yeah, in those days,
You know,
children
so
were not to be heard.
yeah,
Dude, never heard.
yeah. Back then, that's another loss. Awesome location.
Good. Okay, and what's this one? A guy up on the upper right there. Is that right?
That you see up on the right side, on the top, looks like a woman looking down.
That's not a reflection. That's someone looking.
No, it's not a reflection. You can see how it overgoes the frame.
Yeah.
Of the window,
Yeah.
like the head.
Yeah.
This is at West Virginia Penitentiary.
Wow.
And this was taken like a large picture of a side of the building. And I cropped down to look at the windows and stuff like that. And I caught that. My brother Gerard took this picture.
Wow.
And then we found out later on that the prison, that's where the warden and his family lived.
Yeah.
So I mean, it looks like a woman looking out.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I thought. Well, I wasn't sure if a man or woman. I just knew it definitely looked like a person. So
Yeah.
If you say woman, then her hairdo looks like it's a woman. Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it looks like a woman with the hair up, something like that.
Yep.
You know,
That's
side and stuff.
Man, just get that once. That'd be amazing. And then this. Is weird.
Oh, yeah. I if sometimes when I'm at locations, I get to see things. You know, and I see this little boy. This is at Penhurst. This was kind of sad. This bothers me a little bit. You know, because it was a child that was in the corner. And this building had boys from infant to 80 years old. It was not even boys. It was men's locations. And it was handicap and it was sad. I see this child sitting in the car. So I catch some of the stuff I see. So this is one of the locations that I've seen this.
Well, we should see some more of those sketches at some point. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of stuff that night at Penhurst.
Yeah.
You know, one of my friends passed away, and we had like a code word that if he said he wants to come too, because he was one of the guys on my team, and we had a code word for him to, and it's like we actually there, and of course he says yes. I say what's the code word? And he said the cold word. And to us, it verified that he was there helping us.
Okay. Cool. And who's this guy here then?
This guy I've seen at Knickerbocker Hotel. It's that's in Pennsylvania also. And we were in a room sitting there doing spirit box session. And in the mirror, I see this guy. Look just like that.
Oh.
So I drew the picture, and I went to the owner at the end of the night. This is what I've seen. And she was like, "Oh wow, we have a picture of a man that's in the basement that looks just like that."
Wow.
And he was like a homeless man that lived there.
Yeah. Interesting. And then see, my problem is if I tried to draw like that, I would wind up with a stick figure. It would be no good. All right. Of course, I do have some. Oh, there's the piano one. Now I can find the piano one.
That's piano.
Yeah. But
Hey, did you just say touch the piano?
I said,
Did you touch the piano?
I did not touch the piano.
I sound like 2 notes on the piano.
Yeah, that's a shorter one. Okay, I think that's all of them that you sent me.
That's
Yeah, we got that done then.
that's the piano. Like I said.
Yeah. All right, now we can stop that. We'll stop that.
Somebody told me that the A E note, something like that, and that's how they when they start tuning up, they use those two keys.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was interesting. Well, thank you for that. Let me get some people in here, huh? Hello to everyone that's in chat. I don't know if you can see the chat or not.
Yeah, I got the
if you're
chat
the
on,
cell
but my
phone,
glasses are so fogged.
okay. Oh no,
Let me go.
too much excitement.
Yeah, I'm talking too much.
That's all right. It's your show. We want you to talk.
Isaac, hello,
So
Isaac.
what is your
Master Player
what is your
Radio
yeah?
and Television
That's
Plus
Bobby. Yeah.
and Gaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Or
don't
you can
need
just call him Bobby.
all that. Hi, Bobby.
Yeah, and there was Andy Morrow was in here from the UK, and Sharon Pinkston. She's a country singer. If you ever want some country music, contact her. I know a few people
Oh,
that
okay.
play country music, and she's pretty good. And gonna have her. I had her on once. I had her on a little while back. She she needs to get a computer and some internet connection. She was using her phone last time on the phone service, so that's not the best show.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was better than nothing. Uh, and still good to hear her, and good to see the
Yeah.
person in real
In the day,
time.
I used to play. I'm a drummer. I played in bands back years ago.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a rocker. She's country, and I'm a little bit of rock and roll, huh?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm looking at some of the people here too. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Now, Kathleen asked you a question. Can you see that one?
Great. Okay, Kelly. Anthony, if you did not say anything about the piano, do you think they would have continued to play?
Good question.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
You know, right when I said something and they stopped, now I'm upset. Now you got me upset. I would never say anything, let them continue playing.
Yeah.
But I really don't know. That would have been awesome if they did.
Yeah.
You know, and I found out later on that the one original owner's daughter actually did play piano. So I don't know if that was the daughter or whatever, but
Yeah.
and the piano was locked, so nobody can touch the keys. And Lourdes was a distance away, and everybody was in the dark. So, you know, like I said, I didn't have any night vision going. I just had my cell phone recording everything.
Yeah. Cool. All right, we're gonna send. Sharon wants the link to the show. I think is what she's asking. So we're gonna try to figure out this here how to do it. I just have to get her on Facebook and send it to her. She probably just wants to. She wants to share
somebody
her.
says send. Yeah, I am from Queens. Somebody asked me I was from Queens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm from Glen. I grew up in Glendale, New York. It's surrounded by 9 cemeteries.
Oh, wow.
So that's yeah.
So now,
we
now
got
question.
Houdini
All right.
there. We got Mae West there.
Now here's I'm a skeptic, both with UFOs and with ghosts. But in my own house, I have had ghost activity or spirit activity. I don't really like to call them ghosts. That kind of upsets them sometimes. Ghost is like a dead term, so to speak. Spirit means they're still alive and they're active. You know what I mean? Between the two.
Yeah.
And so even when they're in spirit form, you still need to show respect to whoever it is, because that'll just make
Hmm.
things a little bit better for you all the time. And if you don't show them
Yeah.
respect, they'll let you know, and you might not like the results. Either they'll follow you home or whatever. They'll do some kind of funny thing.
Well,
All
I had
right,
things follow me home many a times, but
yeah. So
uh,
what I was gonna get at is, what do you do about the idea of, well, according to the Bible terminology, when we die, we go to be with God, and we wait for Judgment Day, right? According to the
hmm
Bible teaching. Now, I'm not trying to get, you know, religious or philosophical. I don't want to be political or anything like that. But
carry my cross.
just as a um just as an interesting conversation here, um, if you believe in once die and in the judgment, okay, then how can we
Hmm.
have all these human ghosts or human spirits floating around planet Earth? Okay. Now, I think that maybe it's possibly that we got something wrong in what the writing is. I do also understand that the Bible is usually written for the people of that time, not necessarily of today's time. Okay, if that makes any sense there.
Hmm.
And so,
Mm, yeah.
now I'm not saying that it's not eternal. Don't, please, nobody hate me for that. Please understand where I'm coming from. What I'm saying is, like, when Paul wrote the scripture to the Corinthians, he said, I am Paul who's writing to the Corinthians. He wasn't necessarily writing to all of us. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
mean, all of it can be a lesson for us. And, I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying that he was writing to the Corinthians, or to the church at Corinth. All right. Same thing with the Romans. He's writing to the church at Rome. If that makes any sense when I say it that way. And that isn't saying that it's not good for us. We should pay attention to it. That's true. But anyway, I'm going to add Sharon in here. You can say hi to Sharon. Hey, Sharon, how you doing?
Hi, Sharon.
Uh oh, she was
There
on mute.
goes Sharon.
Well, she'll be back. So, how do you get past that situation where maybe they could be an evil spirit? Not saying that all of them are. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to
Hmm.
argue that. I'm just giving the question out there, and you can examine that and decide that on your own. Okay. So, like,
Yeah,
some will say, "Oh, they're all demons. They're not human spirits." I'm not saying that. I don't
I
agree with
heard that.
that. And I don't believe that the alien beings that we see are all fallen angels. I don't believe that. I
Hmm.
believe that God can make anyone anywhere at any time. Okay? Who I call God, that is. All right? Now, if your God doesn't do that, well, sorry about that. But okay, let's see if we can get her back. Here she is. Is it working now? You're on mute. Mute. Unmute. Check your microphone, Sharon.
Okay. Now,
There she
can
There
goes.
you hear
you
me?
go.
There you go.
Yeah. She's on her cell phone too, so it's a little bit audio is gonna be an issue sometimes. But
Hmm.
we'll make it. We'll make it.
Yeah.
All right. So so with that question though, when you see something, how do you know if it's an evil presence or a kind or positive presence? Or do you just know?
Um,
It's just something you know.
when you go into locations, um, sometimes you could feel the pressure and the negativity there already.
Yeah.
So when you go in a little cautious.
Yeah.
You go in caution, and but you want answers.
Right.
You want evidence. So you put yourself out there, not to get possessed or anything, or you're going after the devil, or because I hear it all the time. but
Yeah.
I feel it's more negative entities, because of whatever reason. Maybe they're
He
mad
told me
that.
to.
Hello. She's flipping around over there. Look,
Yeah.
she's
Yep.
doing cartwheels.
She's a working lady there.
She's jogging around
Not
the
that
place.
kind. Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, she's she's dusting the house and she's on the phone.
Yeah.
So when you go into locations, you sometimes you can feel the heaviness and the negativity. So like I said, you go in with caution, but sometimes you don't feel it until something happens and something gets thrown at you, or you get scratched, or some sort of attack.
Do you ever have the sense to run out when something happens like that?
See,
Like,
I always say I'm not smart enough because I seem to run closer and more towards it, especially with my
right,
cameras and my equipment.
right.
Well, if something is big enough to pick me up and throw me across the room, I think that's time I better leave.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And
Sorry,
yes,
guys.
oh, you're okay.
I'm back.
it's okay. So and negative, and then you got the the positive, not positive, but
Not so
not.
negative.
Yeah, nothing's gonna be this malicious or anything.
Right.
And you come across them too. So you try to try to find out why they're here, and you try to help them to go to the next place.
Yeah.
And because sometimes they don't know they're dead because of whatever, the car accident, or they're in a war, they shot or something, or blown
Yeah.
up. So you try working with them and you try helping them to move over to the next, to wherever they consider heaven, or their paradise, or whatever they want to. So you try to cross them
Yeah.
over, but that's not
Yeah.
really, that's not really easy to do. And usually you need somebody that's more professional
Yeah.
to actually do that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
But
All
when it
right.
comes to, I feel that some of these people are left behind because you heard of lost souls. So maybe they don't know that they have to go to the next place.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know what to do. They don't even know if they're even dead. So that's the best I can answer your question.
Yeah. That's a good one, Al. Thank you. Yeah, you answered it pretty good. All right. So Sharon, you got any this is Anthony's show, but we're gonna give you a minute since you wanted to be on here. You got any shows coming up? She does a lot of karaoke stuff. Uh
Oh yeah.
Anthony.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not it's not karaoke. It's I do live music, but I'm fixing to go in Nashville next month. So
Yeah. Well, maybe not karaoke. Okay, I got that wrong.
that's
But
okay.
you have done karaoke. I know that. Uh, so,
No,
but
I've
yeah,
never
she.
done karaoke. I
Oh,
started out
okay.
singing, just yeah. I
I
just
can't
started
hear
out
her.
singing it. I started out singing it, and it just got better.
Okay. Yeah. Some reason you're cutting out. I don't know if it's the phone
It's
or
my phone. It's my
oh.
phone.
Do you have an Android?
No,
No.
no.
Huh. Okay. So it's all across the board on the cell phones with that problem. Yeah, I got an
There you
Android and
go.
it has that problem. So
Yeah, it's just my phone. You can just tell him that. Yeah, it's been 6 years since I lost my daughter, and I'm hoping that she's in heaven watching me.
okay. All right. So now, what is your next big project you're going to be going on? do you think?
Who, me?
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
more.
Anthony. Sorry about that. I
Sorry.
didn't. Forgot who to ask her. Forgive me. Uh,
I'm going this weekend. Going to it's called Old Columbus Inn. It's down the north. It's down the Jersey Shore. I'll be going there with April, the New Jersey psychic housewife.
oh yeah.
Ron Yacovetti, Lourdes Gonzalez, and many other good investigators. So
Yeah.
I'll be there this weekend. It's a private location. It's a. We're going to be doing our own um. What? Oh man, I keep on hearing myself and getting all confused. uh, we're doing our own investigation there, so it should be good. You know, it's
Yeah.
overnight or so. Should be good. And
All right. Good deal. You know what I would like to plan for another show with you, but I want you to bring some of your friends you're talking about.
okay,
So,
I'll talk to them.
um, and they all know who I am, so they're not surprised at who I am. So, but it'd
Yeah.
be kind of fun to get their take on some other things, and see the different ways that people do things. Everyone's going to have a different format that they use to investigate, which is what we need. A variety of
Mhm.
of ways to investigate. And so far,
Yeah.
mine is watching the stuff on a PC. but
Mine is I like my cameras.
yeah,
My night vision camera. I like on locations that's pitch black with my 2-inch night vision screen and see what I could get. And you see some pictures I gave also.
yeah,
Um, each one of us have our own thing. Ron and Lourdes has the radio, the RC radio that they they listen to the radio and the spirits come to them on that. Of course, uh, it's, April's a psychic, so she does
yeah.
her stuff. And each of
So
us
no,
we
go ahead.
go out with a lot of locations and like a lot of that's what's one thing we are. We all like it's like a para unity type thing.
Yeah,
People from Jersey invite us, or we invite them on our stuff. And
there you
I'm the
go.
New Yorker. Everybody else from Jersey. Pennsylvania, we've been out to Pennsylvania, been invited there. West Virginia, I was invited there by a North Carolina team. So we try to stick together and try to investigate all together.
Have you
As much
ever
as we can.
have you ever been involved with cold cases like for the police? If you can talk about that,
No,
no.
no. We just started. Me and a friend, Lynn Ludwig, just started a documentary thing, Seekers Chronicles,
Oh,
and
cool.
we are in the middle of something like that. We're not working with the police, but it's a it's a series of murders by a serial killer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we're doing that documentary, and we're still working on that.
Wow.
So
That'll be
that's
cool.
it's that's kind of interesting because everything and how many once you start a documentary, everybody starts coming out and has theories and opinions, and everybody has their own take on what happened. 'Cause this is a
Yeah.
very famous one, and I can't really tell you everything yet because we have to, get it together and put it out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody comes out of the woodwork when you're trying to do a documentary on
Yeah,
something.
that's true. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't have to
Yeah.
share it right now. You
I've
can
got,
wait till it comes
yeah,
out.
I've got
But
a question.
Yeah.
Would you happen to know anything about my music that's coming toward me?
I sorry, I didn't hear that. You broke up on me.
you
My
want to hear
music,
about
The what?
her music? Do you want to hear
my,
about her music?
You want to hear music? Sure.
No, I want to hear about my music in the future.
Yeah, go ahead and share what you are going to be doing.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, does he know anything? I mean, can he pick up anything about my future music, or is it going to be
Oh,
good? Or
do
Oh,
I
I
know
don't know.
about the future music?
I don't know if he does that type of a reading.
No, I'm not a
okay,
psychic.
no,
No, he's a.
I just didn't know.
No, that's
Okay,
fine.
what is he?
I'm a
What is
paranormal
he?
investigator.
Anthony Simonelli. He's what is your company again that you run
Secrets
in
Club
Bronx?
of the Paranormal.
There you go. And you can
I'm a
find that.
paranormal investigator, researcher.
Okay,
I'm not a
so
psychic.
And find that
okay,
group.
what about me asking about my daughter?
Who did?
Um,
I'm asking.
Oh. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Tell him what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. Tell him what I'm saying.
if
Tell,
I'm having
tell
a
him
hard
what I'm
time
saying.
hearing you.
Yeah, it's breaking up,
Okay,
Karen. But she was
Yeah.
okay.
gonna.
I mean,
She,
if you want something to do with psychic, look up on for Facebook. I think every Tuesday night or Monday night, my friend April,
yep.
the New Jersey psychic. She's a
No,
psychic housewife.
no.
She could tell you
No,
everything. I mean, she's really good.
I'm talking about my daughter that's in heaven. Can you tell him
Yeah.
that? Okay, is my daughter been watching me?
It's a possibility. Yes. I mean, not everybody that passes away stays here. They do go to the next place. And every so often, if a spirit will come back and visit, but usually they stay where they are.
Yeah.
If you're distressed about something, they do come back. Remember, family's always going to be family, and they're going to be catching your back. If you're upset about something and everything, they're going to be there for you. They
Okay.
you might get some sort of small um, showing that they're around. Maybe a coin or maybe a picture that they had, and you might find it down or moved or something, or something that stares that it's moved.
Yeah.
They do come and visit, but because they're spirit or they're past doesn't not mean that they're still here. They did go on to the next
Right.
place.
Right.
Because you really don't want family to stay here. I mean, they come
Right.
and visit every so often. That's great. But you don't want them to stay here because it's more of to spirits. I feel it's more of a suffering that they're stuck here.
Mm.
But if they got the opportunity to go back and forth, that's much better because they got the freedom to visit their family.
Yeah.
But you don't
That
want
makes
them
sense.
here all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be here when I'm gone. I want to go and I want to explore the universe for whatever that might be.
Yeah, I know my mom. It's weird because I find quarters
Oh
all
yeah.
over the place, and places I don't even. It's like how did how did that get there? And that's how I know my mom was around or her. I find quarters. And every time I see a quarter, I think of her. If I find one on the floor or, in a closet or in a drawer, and I always think of her. And it's always good to have something to refer you back to your loved one.
Yeah,
Because,
I've got my
because
daughter's mirror. Thank you.
Yeah.
mhm. There's nothing gonna, make you, because my mom's been gone like 9 years and it still bothers me, but I know she's in a place that she's not suffering anymore and everything.
Yeah.
But I know she does come and visit. Like I said, every time I think of her, all of a sudden I find a quarter on the floor or something, even in my shoe. How did a quarter get in my shoe? I have no idea.
No way.
Yeah.
I could see a floor or maybe somebody dropped on outside, but it's weird how I think of her and I find a quarter.
in a weird place.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's kind of satisfying for me to know she does come and visit, but she's not stuck here.
Right.
Right.
And then
You know,
my dad just passed away June 2nd. So, uh,
that's sorry. Yeah.
my mom was gone February 1st, 2012. So she's been gone for a while. I've sensed her everywhere I go. Don't matter where I live, where I go, I sense her near me, all the time.
Mhm.
But I think she might be one of those that can come and go as she wants to, because she's not
Yeah.
wanting to do anything bad. She's not wanting to make my life any more difficult. She wants me to
Mhm.
know that she's okay, and that's what she's trying to explain to me. And I
Yeah.
had a couple of people tell me this. I have one guy. He's in what was that, Holland or whatever. He does uh Mondays. He does healing, psychic healing through the
Okay.
internet. Basically, I can't remember what
Mhm.
his name is now, but he's a guy that I watch a lot of times. Not recently, but a
Mhm.
lot of times. But anyway, he was telling me that my mom was right beside me and just watching over me, making sure I'm okay, and safe.
That's
And
the best feeling.
yeah, and he said that that's just her protective matter of who she is, and she's always been
Mhm.
watching me, you know, no matter where I go. And the interesting thing is, I said what you just said, that family is always family. Now, when I said it the way that I say it, I said mothers are always your mother. Now, in your case, Sharon, you're always the mother to your daughter, or your daughter is always your daughter. Okay, no matter where she is, no matter where you
True.
go, you're all still connected. Okay, I believe
Yes.
that we're all
Yes.
connected. We're all connected no matter what, wherever we go, and that's like with the ghost investigations or spirit, haunted house investigation, thing like that. Some things it's all a big game until they have an actual event happen that they can't explain. Then it's not so
Mhm.
much of a game, right? Right, Anthony.
Mhm.
And some
True.
might
Yeah.
be going
True.
in like some people might go into like I do with the skepticism look. Now, I'm not saying I don't believe because of what I've experienced at my house, but what I say is that I just need more factual evidence. Okay, and that's hard
Mhm.
to come by. All right. Now I can tell you the story, Anthony, about my own another experience I had in Wisconsin. If I can share that real quick.
Sure.
Um, I was in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, if you know where that's at.
No.
And
No.
anyway, I lived in this.
I'm a New York guy. So I know you, New
Okay.
York.
Stay close to home, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
um, but no, I lived in Wisconsin for a year, and I lived in this apartment that had you know what an alcove is? It has a little storage space on top of the apartment. It's
Mhm.
a single level apartment, but then you have a loft, I guess, an alcove, a loft, whatever.
Mhm.
And anyway, you have a loft where you can store stuff, and my area up there was full of stuff that I probably didn't need half of it. But anyway, I put it up there. And one night I was going to sleep. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was going to sleep. I turned off the computer, and I heard two old people playing cards. Literally heard two old people playing cards up on my loft. I climb up the ladder or the stairs, whatever steps, whatever ladder, whatever it is. I climbed up there and I looked over the edge of the floor because I didn't know what I was going to see. Right, so I carefully looked, and I saw these two old people with the chairs and tables sitting there playing some kind of card game. I would say probably bridge or something like that.
Mhm.
And they were laughing. I said, "You guys got to quiet down now. I need to go to sleep." That's all I said. And I didn't hear from them again. But that was just kind of weird that I saw that visually. I saw them. I heard them. And when I said that, they looked at me and then they disappeared. They were gone. But the point is, I did witness some things that I cannot explain. Now, another
Mhm.
strange thing
Me,
is I
me
used to
too.
ride.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah. When I used to
Me
ride
too.
my bike across town, like to work and to come home and come back, I would ride past this Catholic church. And you're Catholic, right, Anthony?
Yes.
Okay. And which it doesn't matter, but just strange how they're kind of accepting the spiritual activity now, where before they would never admit to it, you know?
Mhm.
And now all of a sudden they're
Oh.
accepting it, and which is good. But anyway, what was interesting was I rode my bike past the Catholic church, and out of nowhere, and it, it was at an odd time for these bells to ring, for the church bells to ring like they did, and nobody
Mhm.
was there to pull the bells, to make them ring, you know? It was
Wow.
after hours, and it was ringing, and I don't know how fast I was riding my bike, but I was riding really fast. And I got home, and I asked about if anybody was in that church at that time, and they said no, nobody was there in that church at that time. And I thought,
Oh
well,
wow.
those bells are not easy to ring.
No, no.
If you know the full size iron bell, you got to
Mhm.
pull a big rope and the string, and the bell is heavy. So,
Mhm. Mhm.
so I just thought that was kind of odd that I would hear that, whether I heard it or not. It was scary enough to make me ride fast, and I got home safe
Yeah,
though. But yeah, that was
I
just
hear a
plain
lot.
weird.
Yeah, I hear a lot of old country music when I'm sleeping. Old music. I'm talking about old music. Really
What
old.
when you're sleeping?
Yes,
Like banjos and things like that?
yes. Banjos, piccolos, everything. Yes,
Wow,
yes,
that's cool.
yes, yeah. I think maybe I don't know if I'm dreaming. I don't know, but I mean, uh, it's really strange
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah,
because I
I don't know.
after yeah after when I wake up the next day I can remember the dream and the words to a music to a song. Yeah,
Wow.
And so now
it's
with
it's
that, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, maybe
yeah,
they're trying to inspire you.
Yeah,
it's really strange. It's really strange. I mean, I could be sound asleep, and the next day I get up, and there's the words. I write the words down because I remember my dream, and it can turn into a song.
yeah. And then yesterday when
Strange.
I was yesterday when I was out, I have this when I was out in my mind, I was passed out sitting in my chair. I have this ability on any given day. I don't have to be ill to have this ability. I have this ability though when I hear the TV, I leave my TV on. Simply because it just gets too quiet there. So I leave my TV on, and
Mhm.
I have it for background noise, more or less, whatever. But the bad part about that is that I visualize everything that I hear. Okay, so I'm
Yeah,
asleep.
yeah.
I'm asleep, and I can visually see what I'm hearing. Now, I'll give you one story I had back in the day when I used to watch ESPN all the time, and I was watching a World Series game, and the guy hit a grand slam. Okay. Now, the interesting thing about this is that when I first saw it, I thought that was pretty darn amazing. But then when I visualized it when I was watching ESPN and my eyes were closed and I could remember every single name of the players and the numbers and who hit the home run or the grand slam, you know what I mean? I saw it
Mhm.
all
Yep.
like I was watching it in live. And so last night, as I was passed out, trying to recoup from whatever I had, who knows what, but at least I'm feeling better now, thank goodness. But what happened was I was watching Court TV Live. It's a new program they have where America gets a vote if someone's guilty or not. So anyway, I was uh, I was watching that, and I kept seeing the characters or the people that were on the screen, which were the plaintiff and the defendants, and I kept seeing them every time they talked. I could wake up, and sure enough, I knew who was talking already. I just thought that was kind of weird how that happened. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's just
Yeah.
odd.
My, yeah. My
Mhm.
my dreams and my music. It's strange how some of my music comes to me. I dream a
Yeah,
lot of it.
yeah.
I dream a lot.
So you get
I don't
messages,
know.
you think? So
Uh,
you,
some from some. It's
you
coming from somewhere because I mean I've never heard of a singer that can sit down and write a song in one day.
Right?
Have you ever heard that?
No, not very
Mm.
Well, you
often.
got
No.
well,
Yeah.
you
That
got one here.
Yeah. And then
that
I don't know.
it is awesome. I mean, it, that's the inspiration to play music too. It's you have it. You're sleeping and you're thinking of it. So
yeah. And
Well,
then of course,
it's old music. It's old music. It's coming back to me. Old. You talk about back in the 50s, back in the 60s.
yeah.
yeah, well,
That's
old
it.
music is where the new music started from. So
Yeah.
if I'm a drummer. I was in bands and and I learned how to play through Buddy Rich back in the 1940s. The bands back then, the swing
Yeah.
bands, and by that made me more into rock and playing fast and doing what I do. But the old
Well,
music is what really brought me into more of the modern music. But I still love the old music too. But that's how it gave me my start with playing.
Yeah.
yeah,
You
I
know.
think the spirits from heaven. That's what I'm just my opinion. I think the spirits from heaven. The singers maybe. I don't know the old ones. Maybe they're just giving me a sign because
Yeah.
I love it so
Mhm.
much. Maybe it's what they're doing.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Anthony, I was going to ask you about your drawings. You know about the auto writing, right?
Yeah, I do.
You aren't
I know.
psychic, but you might know what I'm talking about. Auto writing is where you connect
Yes.
with the spirit side, and they give you something to write down, whether it be a book or whether it be a phrase or something.
Mhm.
And then you can also do that with drawings too. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd want to try something like that, or you just draw what you thought you saw, however it works for you. But I'd like to see some more
Yeah.
of your pictures that you have, and we'll share those at some point. And
I got pictures from way back. Yeah.
that's fine. It don't
I've been
matter.
drawing stuff a long time.
Yeah, it don't matter how far back it goes. I'll be more than happy to share it for you and get it out there, and we can explain what you're doing. And basically, you just get a vision and you draw it, or you see something maybe in what
Mhm.
you think is real form or real time, and it's actually a ghost.
Yeah.
So,
I
but
I I have a lot of stuff going back. I've been investigating uh, 30 plus years. I started when I was like 13, which makes me like 40 plus years.
yeah,
But I actually started my team in 1996, and back then, since you couldn't talk about spirits and stuff like that because it was taboo still, it was like three people on my team. It was me, myself, and I, and that's how I started. And that's I started going into cemetery. Well, I was going to cemetery since I was 13 years old, so I
yeah,
was doing that a lot longer. So, I go into cemeteries. I started going locations. Not to like 2004 when all these shows became popular. I
right,
could actually start coming out and talking about it. And without people starting to think, you're weird. Oh, you're crazy. You're going after the devil and stuff like that.
yeah,
Nah, yeah.
So that's it changed a lot and opened up the field with that I can actually talk about things now. I do conventions. I did Gettysburg Battlefield Bash.
yeah,
I did Rockland County. This is all recent. Rockland County, Paracon. I go to these and I talk and everything. So it's now I could talk freely more about it. But
yeah,
when I started seeing stuff back when I was a kid, was from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, it wasn't allowed to really be talked about. Or as a teenager, I
So,
talked about some of the stuff. And
so, my, so my, so
yes,
my question is to him. Yeah, my question is to him. See if he can answer this question. Okay? Does he believe? Does he think that spirits from the music world can come to someone to bring back the old music?
yeah, dude. Did you hear
Okay,
that?
I heard something about the spirits from playing music.
The old spirit playing music, if they can come back and come through someone to bring the music out.
Channeling, like a channeling, like channeling
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
process.
yes. Um, spirits can. Some of them are known to channel through people to, I mean, maybe play music or even write a book. I know there's, like you said before, the auto writing. People could
Yeah,
write things down because the spirits challenge through them and making a hand write different things.
right.
You know, so why not? Why can't a spirit help you with music or make because
I feel that. I do. I mean, I really do. I feel that. I mean, I would. I want to bring back the old music, and I feel that every time that I have sat down to write a song, it, them words that I have wrote come back from way back in the 50s and 60s. It
Yeah,
turns into a song. Yeah.
I mean maybe have like a muse from a spirit that's following you from that era too that
I don't know
challenges
what
through
that
you.
means. What's that mean? What's that mean?
A muse, somebody that it's a spirit that can give you um, like a talent or give you inspirations. Give you inspiration
Okay.
towards a certain thing. So you
Okay.
may have something that's following you that's back from that era that wants to hear their music again, and they're
hmm
challenging through you to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. I've never experienced this before in my life, but in the last, probably in the last 2 years, it's went on. Yeah. In the last 2 years, this is just. I mean, it's amazing. It's. I think it's a gift from God, but it could be something
Hmm.
else. It could be a gift from God, one of God's angels.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know.
I mean, who's ever doing it? I mean, it's not malicious. It's not bad. It's not negative.
No, it's not bad. No, it's good.
It's
It's all
positive.
good.
It's a positive. It's
Yeah.
making somebody by
Yeah,
you playing your music, making people happy.
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm
So
See,
you're
learning to
touching
play.
you're touching
Okay.
other people.
Yeah,
see,
I'm
I've al-
learning to play, but the songs that I've fixing to release, one of them is a Christian song that's going to come out, and it's amazing. It's really amazing song.
So that's awesome, and that you have something that is actually giving you a gift to share with other people.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's for our new generation. I think it's for I want our new generation that's coming aboard. You know, we got so much
Hmm.
technology nowadays. It's unreal, but this is just
Hmm.
it's something. It's a feeling that I get when I write my music.
So
I have dreams about songs.
Oh yeah.
mm,
That's
It's
cool.
really
yeah.
strange. I
Well,
mean, it don't
accept.
bother me.
Right. I'd
It's a
say
good
accept
feeling.
accept the messages you're getting until they start to bother you. Then you need to close that out. You know, if it bothers
Yeah.
you.
No,
But if it doesn't,
it's a good feeling.
yeah. If it's a
It's
good
a good
feeling,
feeling.
as long as it's good, keep going with it.
Yeah,
That
it's
that's gonna
good.
keep you
Yeah.
going. That you have a high energy for the most part when you go and do shows and things like that. I probably wouldn't move as as well as you do, or I'd probably just sit
Well,
on a stool.
I love it. I love it so much. It's a passion, and I think it's really grown with me. And I dream, like I was telling him, I dream my music. I dream a lot of my music. People look at me like, how can you dream music? I
Yeah,
can't explain to
I don't
them.
know.
I don't know.
Oopie
It
said,
just
Well,
happens.
our friend Oopie says that connected to everything, all good, all evil, all toast.
Mhm. It's amazing.
I mean, it's giving you good inspiration, even if you're dreaming of it, because you love it so much that it's
Yes,
in your head
yes.
all the time. and
Yes.
it's your life. That's you. That's what makes you you. It's
Yeah.
that music,
Yeah.
and
Yes. Yes.
by playing music, you're expressing yourself, and you're sharing
Yes.
yourself with other people.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
That's
Yep.
right.
it's a
Yep.
positive thing. It's a good thing.
It's a good
Oh yeah.
thing. It's a very good thing.
And I like it when you share your live shows on the Facebook Live. That's nice. So
Well,
keep doing
that's
that.
just a little thing I did at home. Okay, that's nothing fancy. It's just something I did at home.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I love singing.
Oh yeah.
I love writing my music, and I'm going to continue doing it.
Oh yeah. There you go. We'll be waiting. We'll be waiting to
Oh
hear
yeah.
more.
Well, there's a lot more pet probably like I was telling him. It's just a feeling that I get, and I dream. It's just dreams that I'm having.
Do
I
you
get,
think?
it's
Okay. Do you think that your daughter is part of that, and that she might be talking to you through some of these people?
I don't know. Maybe so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would think some of them do connect with each other, and they try to get the message to us. Sometimes.
Hmm.
So.
Hmm.
I got
Uh.
a question to ask him. I got a question to ask him real quick.
Okay.
If he can't hear me, maybe you can hear me, right? So maybe you can tell him. Okay. The
I can
question
hear you.
is a long time ago. You're talking about like 30 years ago. Okay, 25 years ago. I was in an old farmhouse we used to live in. Okay, and and my husband, he was just playing around videoing me singing. Okay, and behind me it was dark in the kitchen when I was singing. He turned the light out, and he was recording me. And behind me there was little floating little things all the way behind me. What is that? What does that mean?
Hmm. Did you hear that?
What does that mean?
I didn't hear the last part of it.
Okay. The
It's
last part of that,
like little floating circles behind me,
like a
There,
ball, or
like they're blue.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So
like
you
little
had
bitty balls behind me,
she had little spirits
behind
that
me,
were floating around or
just
behind her
dancing. They were just dancing, having
in
a
the
ball.
farmhouse.
Yeah,
there was orbs floating around her
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
as she was playing,
I don't.
as you
Yeah.
were playing.
As I was singing,
Oh wow.
as I was, I don't know what that is. What's he talking about? Orbs.
Well, if you were playing the music, it might have been some sort of. I'm just saying this could be a spirit that they were happy with the music and they were kind of dancing
Yeah.
around.
Oh there was,
They were
and he's
enjoying
blown
it.
away about, the video and on his phone that he was watching, and then the next day he pulled it up and it was gone. It was gone. There was nothing there. It was gone.
Wow.
Uh-huh. It was
Hmm.
gone.
How did you feel
It
when
was
you
really.
sensed that, when you seen it?
It's just amazing.
Did you
You
feel
guys,
good
I
though?
mean, huh?
Did you feel good, or did you
It was.
feel anxious, or did you feel
Oh, no, it was good. It was good. It was
okay?
good. It was very good. It was very, very good. I was just trying to ask him, what is it? What he was talking about? 'Cause I couldn't understand
Yeah,
what that word he was talking about.
that's very
Hmm.
interesting. Yeah.
I mean, it could be orbs of spirits. Orbs are little energy balls, and they say it's a spirit um, energy, and you can see them with your eyes. I Some of them are caught on camera, which I'm not crazy about because orbs can be debunked on a lot of issues um,
Yeah.
on camera. But if you see with your eye, and it,
No, I didn't. No,
in
I
that
didn't
case,
see it. No, he had his phone on. It was dark, and he was just recording me singing. It was all behind me.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
mean,
could be spirits. They're enjoying your music and they're surrounding you. They're dancing around you, or
I'm glad
you
they
know,
are. I hope they are. I hope
you
they
know what I
are.
mean?
I hope they like what I'm. Yeah, I hear him. I hope they like what they're. I hope they like what I'm bringing back because I want to bring back the old country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's awesome that I mean even the spirits like your music. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
good.
whatever giving you that inspiration to play,
Hmm.
you're making a lot of people happy. You're making people
Yeah.
happy. Listen to the music, and now you even have the spirits happy to hear you.
That's good.
So it's a good
That's a good
thing. It's a
thing.
good thing. Yes, it's a
It's a good
positive thing.
thing.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music
Yeah.
is good for the soul.
Yeah.
Music's got to come from your heart and soul. It's got to
Hmm.
come from your heart and soul. Your music does.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
he says he plays or whatever he picks or whatever. He does it from his heart and soul. It comes from your heart and
Hmm.
soul. That's what I believe.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
That's good. I like that.
You know, music. Music. It's in my first song, "A Kentucky Banshee." I think he's got it there. You can hear it sometimes. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, music has to come from your heart and soul. It has to come from your heart and soul.
Hmm.
I think it. I think it should. I think all the people, our generation that we got going on now, they, like he said, they don't take time to believe in our old-fashioned ways. They think we're crazy about something, but we're not.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know, we're not. I mean, it's like him. Like you guys. You got you go way back. Our ancestors. Our ancestors. You're supposed to never forget where you come from, and your ancestors will always be with you. Always.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how
Yeah.
you bring the. That's how you're supposed to bring the world together with good times and enjoying good times and doing good stuff. Yes, and that's what this.
I was gonna
But
ask Anthony. I was gonna ask you something. On the KGRA DV show on Monday with Entity Voices,
Hmm.
with Tony and Cherie and Ron, like you mentioned, Tony, Cherie, and Lourdes, or Ron and Lourdes, and Chris and Audra. There you go. I got all the names.
Hmm.
Maybe not in the right order, but anyway. Um, the one guest they had on last week, or this last Monday rather, they mentioned about um the sleep app that you can use to record anything that's happening. Well, that's kind
To
of weird. Look at
sleep.
those orbs right there. Yeah, it's a
Yeah. No.
sleep track. It's called a sleep tracker. Okay, and what it does is it records any audio that comes through when you're sleeping. It doesn't show anything, and you don't even know it's on. It's just recording whatever audio is happening.
Hmm.
And I ran it one time, and I thought it was kind of interesting. I didn't hear anything, but maybe I didn't have anything happen yet. But it's an app for your phone, and you can try that. I'd recommend you turn off those notification sounds so you can get a good sound.
Yeah.
Uh,
Did I see the show? No, I wasn't. I didn't see the show last week because I was in my place up in Pennsylvania. I don't have no
oh, okay.
service out there.
Go back and look at
That's why
that.
that's why I couldn't do the show last week.
Okay, or Monday, right? This last Monday. Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
Monday I didn't see their show.
yeah. Go back and look at
Yeah.
that, and you'll see.
Hmm.
Can't even remember who the woman was now, but go ahead and take a look at that, and you'll see what I'm talking about. A sleep tracker. Basically, you you start it when you go to sleep. You can set the time on it,
Hmm.
and then you just go to sleep. And then what happens is whatever it hears. If you're talking in your sleep, it'll hear you. It'll record you. Then you'll know if you're talking in your sleep. All right.
Hmm.
If it's someone else in there talking to you, and you're by yourself like I am, then you'll know that too. Uh, or if all your other family is asleep, then what is that talking to you? You'll be able to try to figure it out. You know. So I mean, it's a neat little app. It's just called Sleep Tracker. It's free. It doesn't cost anything, and the screen is turned
Hmm.
off when it's being used. And you can set it to come on at a certain time and to go off when you're supposed to wake up, whatever that is. So and but then you can go back and review the I think every half hour or whatever it has a new clip, so you don't have to take up so much time on one clip or whatever. It divides it up. So
Hmm.
I noticed on my first one I did it, I had like 5 different clips, and it just 5 or 6 different clips. So it divides it up, and I can't remember what the time limit is, but that's something you might want to think about getting just for your own self. And
Yeah.
anyone else who might be interested in if they talk in their sleep or what.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I do talk
Yeah.
in my sleep, so I know that.
Yeah, you
I was
do.
told last time I was at Bill's, and well, the time before that when Jade was there. I don't know if you know Jade is. He's from Florida, and he can remote view things, And
Yeah, I met him.
anyway,
I
he
don't think I
found
met him.
he found Amanda's phone when it was lost in the couch,
Oh
and
wow.
that was from when he was in, I think, South Carolina at the time. But anyway, he's that far away from Bill, and Amanda lost the phone a year ago before that, and then they ended up finding the phone, just directing Bill where to look. I was there when he did it. I mean, I was there when he was giving Bill instructions on where to look, and Bill tore apart the couch and looked at it, and there it was. I don't know if I was there, but I was there that year when she lost it. I don't know, I missed
Mhm.
the story. But yeah, I was there when she lost it. We looked all over the yard for it. I don't know how she lost it. But then she got a new phone anyway. But the point is, that's that's nerve wracking when you don't know where you put your phone. And then
Yeah,
especially
you
if
lose
that's
your
all you have.
phone. It's like you're losing an arm nowadays.
Yeah, yeah. And they're so darn expensive. But you got insurance like me, then it doesn't matter. They'll replace it.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, then um what was his name now? Jared, no, Jade, Jade. There you go, Jade. He found the phone using remote view, and it was down in the side of the couch underneath the sparkly pillow that was on the couch. So I don't know how he does
See,
that. It's pretty darn amazing. So,
see,
but that just goes.
yeah, my daddy used to, let me change the subject there, but my daddy used to play the blues. He played the old guitar.
Oh yeah.
He's no longer here. Yeah, he's no longer here on this earth. He was born in 1927. There you go.
Oh wow.
He was, yeah, yeah, he was a blues player. He played the blues.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah, he loved picking the
That's cool.
blues. And I picked up some blues. I picked up some blues in my songs.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from, but I don't know.
Maybe he put him there.
Maybe he did or something. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain about me. It
Well,
really
it's
is.
kind of amazing when you do a search on Google and all of a sudden everything you see on Facebook or wherever you see all these things that pop up for what you're searching for. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't get on there much. I'm old fashioned. Okay, I don't do a
Yeah.
lot of that stuff. I got a lot
Well,
of
just
old fashioned in me.
yeah, just be careful if you do any searches.
No,
Mhm.
I don't do that. No, I just got a lot of old fashioned in me. Yeah, but I do believe in the spirits from heaven. I do that. I do believe in
Yeah,
that.
that's awesome. Well, this has been fun, Anthony. Thank you for joining me and Shannon. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Or Sharon, not Shannon. I
Good.
guess it don't matter as long as they don't call you late
It
for
don't-
dinner, right? All right,
Well, that's
Sharon.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been called Shannon before. That's okay. It's okay.
Well, it's hard. When you're old, it's hard to read the names correctly.
Don't say
Anyway,
old. You're never too old. Don't say old. You're never too old. Trust me, you're never too old to do anything you want to do in life. Trust me, you're
yeah.
never too old to do that.
And thank you for everyone that was in chat. Ufi, Andy, and Kathleen, and what was her name that was in here before? Well, Bobby was here. I can't remember the other name that was here. Anyway, thank you for everyone
Yep,
watching us and joining us tonight. And
yep. Y'all be
Yeah.
y'all be safe.
Thank.
all right, thank
Thank you
you.
for
Yep,
listening, everybody.
yeah.
Thank you
And
for
we'll
showing.
we'll we'll have you back when you have some more evidence, Anthony. All right.
Well, I guess I get evidence. I just have to get it to you.
Yeah, just get it to me and I'll share it. And then when you want to talk about those cases, when you can, if they're available to talk about, we'll talk about them. And
Hmm.
we'll just have fun with it. We're coming up to Halloween. Everything seems like Halloween didn't get a break this year. We kept on it all year long.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Like
Yeah.
what Chris Hall says on the end of their show all the time. You got to stay haunted, right?
Mhm.
And so I think
Yeah.
that's
I'll
true.
keep in touch. Y'all be safe.
All right, thank you. Bye bye.
All right.
Okay. Bye bye. Nice meeting you.
And in Space Wave, if you like music, you like interesting, meditative, nice, relaxing music, Bobby has a show coming up next. And that's kind of why I got to get going now because I'm going to be doing that, I think. So, but yeah, I'm kind of busy, you know. I'm the boss, so I got to do it. Bobby
Yeah.
took care of
Yeah.
the 2 shows last night. I couldn't do anything last night. I was too tired. I was still trying to stay awake, and I was falling asleep faster than I was staying awake. I still wore out from being awake all night the night before. And then, yeah, it was just kind of bad. Or, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, and Wednesday I was all on. I had the PC turned off. I didn't even have the PC on. That's kind of weird for me. So,
Mm.
and then, like I said, I had people were calling me trying to figure out what's going on. Well, seriously, if you don't hear from me and you don't see me online or you don't see me active posting stuff or liking things or whatever, you know, call somebody here that knows me, even if it's the sheriff,
Check
just
up
check
on
on
you.
me. Yeah. I'm the only one here normally. So,
Yeah.
if I'm the only one here and I'm not heard from for, quite a while, sure, definitely
Mhm.
call the sheriff and they'll come and check on me. I know they will. Because you can just say I'm an older man, and they haven't heard from me for a while, and then they'll come and check on me. And if they get a
Mhm.
response, then
Yeah.
great. If they don't, then they'll know.
Hmm.
So at least then I won't be sitting there for a week before I'm found out. And that was a
Yeah, I
good
know.
test. That was a good test yesterday, though. I was thinking, for the longest time, I was thinking, well, I could be dead for a week and nobody would know, and I'd never get, I'd be found a week later or whatever. Nobody would know, and I wouldn't like that idea. And well, that
Mhm.
proved I'm wrong on that situation because I mean, people were calling me. Bill was calling me. Venus called me. Bobby was calling me. Charles was calling me. Everyone was trying to get my attention. Esther was calling me on the Facebook, and so it was just kind of weird. And every time I went to go grab the phone, it looked like it stopped ringing. By the time I looked at it, by the time I could open my eyes and look at it, and they'll call back. Don't worry. So I go back to sleep just barely, and all of a sudden they're calling back. But they got my attention and everything's good. So that's good. I'm glad for that. So, but that proves that I'm wrong on that. I could be dead for a week without nobody saying nothing. They'll,
Yeah.
they'll be they'll be calling
There's people
somebody to
looking
come.
for you.
Yeah,
You're an important
that's good
guy.
to know though. At least I know that somebody cares.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I never had any doubt in that. I don't think, but at least it's good to know that for sure. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And 'cause I think we all mean to do the right thing and mean to help people out, try to help what they need to know about different things or whatever. And so
Mhm.
we need to all kind of work together and make that happen. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but yeah, if you can think of anyone else that you wanted to come on and be a guest with, like some of the other people you do investigations with, and we can figure out why you have that echo. I know I can figure it out,
Yeah.
and we'll figure that out so it's not irritating next time. All right,
Yeah. Yeah. I
and
was
then
talking before and I could hear myself so clearly. I'm like,
all right,
every
there's
time I said a word.
I don't know about on Android, but there is an option on the PC to turn that you listen to yourself setting off,
Mhm.
and then you don't hear yourself talking. You still hear the show and whatever you're saying, uh,
Mhm.
but you don't hear yourself in your ear. Okay, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And so,
Okay.
but yeah, consider that. But yeah, think about who you might want to have on as a guest. It'll be your show. I'll just be here running it. It'll be on my channel, and
Okay.
you just think about who you want to pick for your first guest, and then I'm not going to ask him. You're going to set it all up, and then we'll go with that way. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Sounds like
Sounds
fun,
good.
I think. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I know you got like a dozen people or so you can probably ask right now, and they'd all say yes. I bet if they have time. So, 'cause,
Yeah, that's
I
it.
know,
If they have the time.
Yeah, I know that I know everyone I talk to. They say, "Oh yeah, we know Anthony. We like him." So your favorite above among everybody. Your favorite.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I would. We'll have more views on this one later, and I'll let you know what that count is. Later on next week, I'll tell you what that count is.
Okay, great.
And but yeah, so we're getting more popular every week, and I think we would have had more watches if we had Esther on or Carol on. Sharon was a nice added guest to our panel. So, but we were expecting Esther, but of course she said she couldn't do that tonight. That's
I'm
okay.
sorry
That's
not to
all.
meet her.
Yeah, you'll meet her though. If you
Hmm.
go, you post things on Estherology. What is it on Facebook, right? I seen your
Yeah, I
posts
do a lot
and
of stuff on
I've
on
seen your postings
Facebook a
on.
lot.
Yeah, and then yeah, you go ahead and just post on there. You find her name, Esther Atlas. She posts a lot of UFO stuff, but you just if
Yeah,
you
I
haven't,
got her friend on Facebook now. So.
okay, good. That's what I was gonna ask you next. If you just friend her and you talk to her and let her know that you're available for another interview, and she might be with us next time. Then that'd be good. So,
Mhm.
but all right, then I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Time's running out here because I gotta get these space waves going, and that's for Bobby's music. So I don't know what kind of music you like, but if you like the instrumental and relaxing music, then you're at the right place.
I like all
Um,
kinds of music.
all right. I'm not sure if it's a video this time. Bobby, can you tell me if it's a video this time or is it audio only? Sometimes he's been doing videos, so I wanted to see if it's video or audio. If it's video, then it'll be right here. If it's audio, then it'll be on the Mixler. You've been over at the Mixler channel, right? Over at the audio radio side.
Um,
I thought I
I
saw you over
don't.
there.
I might have. I probably. Yeah, I probably have been.
Yeah.
I go on a lot of stuff.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have
Yeah,
to keep
I
you
got.
tuned in because if you're not
Mhm.
hearing that, you're gonna have to hear it. Now I see what Andy's saying. Andy always says there's someone behind me, and it's always that alien that's on the picture. Now I get what he's saying on my background. The alien is behind me. Yeah, that makes sense now. 'Cause I'm looking in my
They
video,
turned
I
to
don't see
spaceware.
nothing behind me. But he always tells me there's someone behind you. Now I know what it means. When I was seeing that last night, what was weird, I don't see it tonight. Yeah, I saw like a dot of light that was up on the ceiling that made no sense why it would be there. That
Hmm.
was weird. Yeah. Anyway,
Really? Hmm.
yeah, that was in that little square inside the picture line. It was on that grayed out area there that's the ceiling and the shadow.
Mhm.
Okay, and it was just like a kind of a gray ball. Nothing really fancy, just something that I had to know that it was watching. And it was on that side so it could see what I'm doing, right?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I was watching you.
yeah, there you go. All right, then. Well, we're out of here. Thank you again, and remember, just keep a thought about who you might want to have on your show, and we can add you in on this show anytime, or we can be back over on IT on Friday night. Either night will do good. With whoever
Hmm.
has one of those 2 nights off, you can decide that with the scheduling.
Mhm.
And sometimes Thursday nights are always easier anyway, because Friday people are going out of town to go do sites and things like that. I get that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so that's not a problem. Thursday might be easier to get somebody on that show, and we can talk to Esther and make sure all that would work out. And I
Mhm.
don't think that'll be a problem. Um, I think this is fun. I mean, we can have more ghost stories. We can have more understanding what we're seeing, or maybe trying to figure out why we don't see something.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I had a thought about UFOs just really quick before I go. All right, now UFOs. Now, here's what I think. It's totally off the board of the ghost hunting, but it's still I consider it paranormal. Okay, but anyway, the UFOs have the ability to make themselves invisible they only appear when they want us to see them. Okay?
Mhm.
Or the other reason why they might appear is if they have a mechanical malfunction that they can't cloak themselves. Okay?
Yeah.
So then we'd be
Oh.
able to see them. Like the Roswell crash, for instance. We would have never
Mhm.
seen that if it didn't have a mechanical malfunction.
Yeah. Yeah.
And other ships.
Anything's a machine. Any sort of machine,
Yeah.
vehicle, anything does fail eventually.
Oh yeah. Now what I had a vision of and a message from somebody, I don't know who, but they told me about the two ships that were the one that was in um Australia. Remember that one? Big mothership that was in Australia, and all the kids seen it also in Africa. They're kind of similar stories, but in the one in Australia, I think there was a lot more kids involved, and it was at a school.
Hmm.
And um, those ships all of a sudden just appeared. I mean, bam, they're there. Why? No, I believe that there are four main motherships all around the globe of the so-called 4 points of the Earth. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, I also believe
That's
that the ships
interesting.
that we see, which are small compared to the motherships, but still large to us, okay,
Hmm.
they are considered scout ships. Now, like the saucer that picked up Calvin and his friend, uh, I can't remember his friend now, but anyway, they're in Pascagoula, Mississippi, right? And they got picked up and abducted, and that was a smaller scout ship. Now, the other thing is the triangles that you see. Those are large to us, but small to the mothership. Remember that. Now,
Hmm.
the triangle is as wide as a pro football team. Okay, for the dimensions of each side of the triangle. So you can imagine that thing is huge. Okay.
Hmm.
Now it goes up 5 to 10 stories high. So that's how thick it is. How it's flying, I have no idea. But again, it appears only when it wants us to see it or when it has mechanical malfunction.
Hmm.
Now, the triangles are the message I got. They are transporters or troop movers, actually, is what I got for the message. They are troop movers. Okay? Now, what that can mean is one of two things. One, they're dropping troops off here, okay? Or two, they're
Hmm.
picking people up and moving them to wherever they got to take them to. Either way, it doesn't look good for us. Okay? So if I got that right, we're in trouble, folks. So just keep that in mind. But just think about the triangle being a troop mover. Think of how big that thing is.
Yeah, I know.
Now, another form
That
of a
is
troop
big.
mover is
But you
what?
don't know the size of them neither.
No, I just estimate how big, how wide it is on the field size.
Hmm.
I don't really know how tall they are, but I'm just estimating 5 to 10 levels
Hmm.
or stories, if you will.
Yeah, because
Now,
they might
my
be,
house,
a lot taller than us, a lot bigger than us too.
that's
Maybe the
true.
ones that
Yeah,
we see are just smaller. You
yeah,
know, and they send them out as scouts, but maybe the ones that fly those things are much larger than us.
yeah,
So
that's
that's why
true.
it's a larger ship.
Yeah, that's very
You know.
true. But anyway, yeah, just think about that. And if you see anything or hear of anything, some people have been talking about that since I mentioned it about a month ago. Somebody had mentioned it after I did. So somebody's
Mm.
either listening to me or they got the same message. I think that's how I say that we're all connected. Is that um, we all get the same message at the same time. It's what we do with it. You know, uh, most of us uh, don't pay attention to it, and we just ignore it and say, "Oh, that's just a dumb thought that I had or whatever." We don't think about,
Mhm.
oh, it could be a message that somebody needs to hear. So somebody is listening to me as I'm talking about stuff, and that's good. So I'll
Mhm.
try to do the best I can to make things factual and share things that I know. or that I think is true.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but all right. Well, thank you. We talked another 5 minutes, so now we are done.
Thank you for having me. I had a good time.
And now, if you want, you can go back to my YouTube channel, and you can copy that link for the URL, and you can post it on your page, or if you have your website, whatever you want to do.
Hmm.
So in that way you can
Yeah,
kind of
I
have
will be doing that.
you can have an active archive of our talks here, and that would be good. That's the easiest way to do that.
Hmm.
If you need help, I'll try to get it to you in any way. Just let me know. All right. Well, thank you again, and
Thank you.
we'll see you next time. And you just keep in touch and let me know when you are ready to come back. We'll have you back again.
That'd be awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again. And thank you
You're
for
welcome.
everybody for listening.
There you go. You're welcome, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Night.
Okay, folks, that is it. We're gonna get Space Wave loaded up, and we'll get going.